no, it was one of those things where you walked into everybody's living room in their hippie pads, and they would have a Leo Kottke album, and they would have a Fraser and DeBolt album. It was quite a phenomenon, and the music was just all their own. Nobody ever did anything like that before or since.
Sounds like a party.
Hey, who was that? Where's that voice coming from?
Oh, it's Joel. It's Joel Blaine.
Show yourself. Ah, hi, Joel. Well, Joel's helping me out with the production again. He's over a few blocks away. There's a thunderstorm raging outside, right? Did you sample that?
I did. I got a recording, an audio recording of the thunder crack, and it was epic. People say the word epic a lot these days, but that was Mother Nature saying, you know, things aren't hunky-dory right now. That's what's up.
Well, back to Fraser and DeBolt. When I was, Joel, you probably heard this story. When I was maybe 15 years old, I heard, but this guy came around, and I think he wanted to date my sister Gail, and but I found out he had a guitar, and he found out I had a tape recorder and a guitar, and we ended up playing music together. And then 17 years old, whatever, we got some better guitars. He had a Harmony Sovereign. That was a Harmony Sovereign. That was the in Sherbrooke, Quebec, back then, 1964, whatever it was. That was the ultimate guitar. I don't think I knew about Martins, but then I knew about Gibsons, and I went and after seeing the Beatles on Ed Sullivan in 1964, I went to the local music store and I told him I wanted one of those flat top guitars that had a pickup in it. And he knew what I was talking about. I guess he saw John Lennon playing on one on that TV show as well. And but he said no way I could get one; they would be back ordered. But he said, I've got this other guitar here, and I'll put a pickup on it for you, and it's very much like a Gibson. In fact, this is it. And it turns out parts of Epiphone guitars were coming from the Gibson factory, and there was kind of an exchange going on there. They were buying necks or bodies or both or parts. So I got this guitar out for the occasion because this is the guitar I was playing in the Fraser and DeBolt days. And like I said, I played with Allan first with my cousin Caddell, and then he was playing with Sue Lothrop. And then ultimately I was managing Allan and Sue, and we were in Hamilton. And I was starting to get some tours happening for them, and I was trying to be a manager. And they broke up. Isn't that the way it goes? It's that's the curse that's the manager's curse, I guess. And when they broke up, we were in trouble. But Allan had met, and I had heard a group called Toronto Elevator. Daisy was a duo with a fellow called Arthur G. And we connected Allan with Daisy. I drove Allan to Daisy's place on Jarvis Street and just dropped him off there, and I didn't see too much of him after that. They just dived right into the music and a fiery romance too, I guess. Good on them. I wish I had, I wish I had learned some Fraser and DeBolt songs so that I could be giving you my take on it. I remember one, the poison in the laughter of the lady on the bed racks my nerves and chills my bones and fiddles with my head. But the sound of sweet salvation is music to my ears. The lady turned back and that's the stuff was very different than anything your regular Brian Blaine fare. So I never learned too much of their tunes, but
that's a good song. I like that.
You like the groove there, Joel?
Yeah.
That's called Sweet Salvation.
I can't hear a remix, you know?
Well, it was a rap song. Come to think of it, It was mostly spoken word. You know, we could zoom in Alan Fraser right now and ask him, because he wrote it.
Invite him. Go for it. Let's do it. Crazy random Zoom time. He won't be available though, right?
I don't think we want to surprise anybody like that.
Dad, can you do one thing in the Zoom? Can you click gallery view instead of speaker view in the top of your Zoom?
Okay, it's done.
All right, cool.
Is that going to change anything on the Facebook?
It's just.
So yeah, your face just showed up. Your name just showed up.
Yeah,
but it's back to me. It's back to me. Okay.
Well, if we're both on talking, then it shows both of us on the screen at the same time instead of switching between screens.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it now. Okay. Folks, we're figuring this out, eh? And I've been watching, and I highly recommend anything that Kid Anderson is putting up on the streams nowadays. And first time I saw him, he was doing it with Rick Estrin. And then he had a few other artists, and now I see that his name turns up in the credits. He's helping other people with their live streams. That guy, as a musician, blows me away. But now it turns out he's got so creative with these streaming techniques and multi-camera stuff, and even saw some, visuals. So anything Kid Anderson is doing, please stream that. And on Can't Stop the Blues, you would find him there helping people. And Facebook Live, Can't Stop the Blues, if people haven't discovered that. Last night was Janova Magnus, wonderful, wonderful lady. I met her when she came to play at the Beaches Jazz Festival, and even chatted with her a little bit afterwards, which I don't often do. So,
are we going to play the Daisy DeBolt video?
Why not? Let's do it now.
Okay. Do you want to intro this video?
Well, Tim Wilson created this beautiful homage. I don't know if he did it just recently or whether it's been in the can for a long time, but it just came to me via Willie Weckesser. Thank you, Willie, if you're watching. Anybody watching now? Can't really tell. Oh, yeah. Rick Whitelaw. How are you, Rick? And Deb.
All
Some
right,
folks
we're
are
gonna
watching.
play it.
Okay, this is and Margaret Stowe playing guitar, backing her up on this.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star. Wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you find me.
Hey, who's that?
Over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
I don't think I've heard that before. That's a pretty special song, you know. And as we're playing this, I'm thinking we should have reached out to
Who?
Jake.
Jake DeBolt. He just posted something that you would find this video on George Kohler's Facebook page, because he just put it up, and that's where Jake connected. And it's where else did we put it? I think maybe Tim has it up somewhere. Sheesh. Well, now I'm thinking back to our time at the Fraser and DeBolt compound, a little farm in Sawyerville, Quebec. It was amazing times. I would say early 70s, and what are we into 73? One time I got left alone at the farmhouse, and it was everybody else had gone out, and I have to admit, but this is the only time I ever this is couldn't be the first time, but here's the thing: I tried some acid. And I was alone in this house, and I'm sitting with my guitar, and there's an old photograph from turn of the century, 1800s, of a woman, just very stern looking, with her hair tied back, and she I just created a whole acid trip story about her. This song never got recorded or anything, but since I'm taking myself back to those days, well, I'm not going to take acid again, because you only have to do that a few times, and then you're okay. I called it Hardhearted Kate. I wonder if I'll remember the words. Of all bad men in the West, there's a dark-haired girl as bad as the rest. If you're carrying silver, she'll take your purse, and she'll steal your heart if she don't break it first. Don't you know that it's too late for hard-hearted Kate? plays stud poker when she's looking for fun. And she's as fast with a deck as she is with a gun. And then if anyone should mention that she might cheat, you could be sure to find him later lying in the street. He's finding out the hard way, it's too late for hard-hearted Kate. It's no wonder that she's gone wild. She always was a spiteful child. I had a favorite toy back when I was a kid. I always thought I'd lost it, but it was Kate that had it hid. It was then I first knew it was too late for hard-hearted Kate. There might be another verse, but it's gone in an acid fog. But you must know the story isn't quite as it seems. What else can you do when you're living on promises and dreams? They can't expect that you'll sit back and watch while your stomach cries in hunger and you're blackmailed by the law. Well, that's totally different than I wrote it. It's no wonder she's gone wild. She always was a spiteful child. I had a favorite toy back when I was a kid. I always thought that I'd lost it, but it was Kate that had it hid. Let's see what happens. But you must know the story isn't quite as it seems. What else can you do when you're living on promises and dreams? They can't expect that you'll sit back and watch while your stomach cries in hunger and you're blackmailed by the law. Okay, that's enough of Hard-Hearted Kate. So much for spontaneous songs that I haven't played in 20 years.
Good song. Good song.
You ever heard that one before, Joel?
I think so.
Did I ever tell you that I took acid when I was a kid?
But that's why I like the song. Like, it's a really, I can feel the trip that you were on a bit.
Yeah.
With that story, well, looking at that picture,
If I could have remembered the last verse, you would have got the end of the story. But
I felt it.
It didn't end well, as I recall. But
I felt the last verse.
I'm going to have to look it up.
But
so that was the Fraser DeBolt days. We were pretty smashed, I guess, you got to admit. And there was a time, even Jesse Winchester came by, and he was going to co-produce the album, but I think he just got scared off, because everybody was tripping out on mescaline, and he had his Courvoisier. I think that was about all he was inclined to. And for a little while, we started the pre-production on an album with Jesse. And at a certain point, and I remember the day so well in Toronto, it was like it wasn't at Manta Sound. It was in a phone booth. I don't know if we were put up in a place that didn't have a phone or whatever, but I remember being on the phone with Jesse and him saying, "I'm going back to Montreal. You know, I can't handle this." And so he was gone, and we had to make the record without him. What's the finger pointing at, Joel?
That's a video of me dancing at Monarch Park at
Oh,
night.
it's not I'm not seeing the video. All I see is your finger.
You don't see a
No. Is there a screen? No, the screen's not displaying. Take your hand away and see if the screen gets. Oh, now I see a little bit of an outline of you. No, it doesn't work though, because contrast, you know.
Well, we're just experimenting here.
Well, let's take it now to we were still in the 70s, and then the 80s happened, and Fraser and DeBolt went their separate ways, and I was in the country creating this young man that you see right now, Joel, who just went away, and having a family, living in the country, and that went on for about 10 years. And then when I came to Toronto in 1990, Daisy was here already, and or maybe she was in Sudbury a little bit, but I did hook up with her in Toronto shortly thereafter. And I wish I could share this with you, because I went and I took some pictures. Daisy wanted to help me have a garden in my backyard, and I had just moved into this place, and she came and she really helped me out, and she even designed the garden and had drawings in books and stuff, and it was a beautiful thing. And she planted stuff and took me to the garden center to buy stuff, and I didn't have a lot of money. And at one point she said, "You got to buy this plant. It's a philodendron." And I went, "Well, you know, that's $45. We could find a lot of other stuff, you know." But she was quite insistent, as she could be. And we got the philodendron, and that was 1993 or something, and now look at it. It was in full bloom, and some years it didn't bloom, but this summer, boy, it came to life. And thank you, Daisy, for adding that flower into my life, and a lot of other people have enjoyed it. Meanwhile, I hadn't connected with Allan too much, but we did get together, and there was something going on at the Transac, and it was one of those, maybe it was Max Layton or somebody that was doing a regular thing at the Transac, and Allan and I went over there, and this was recorded by Linda Singer on the iPhone. It might have been one of the first recordings on my iPhone when I just got it.
Hey, this time mute yourself so we don't hear you.
Okay. Sounded great when you were As I look out the window, rain comes pouring down from the clouds above. see the headlines. And all the pictures of pain, I find it hard to believe. Something inside me looks on in silence, tells me be still. This storm shall surely pass. As I walk the floor, lightning's brightly flashing. Then thunder soon follows, shaking the floor. This old house seems so dark and empty. I need your company, and I'll stand alone. And when I read the papers, I see all these headlines, and all the pictures of Spain. I find that hard to believe. And then something inside of me looks on inside, tells me be still. This storm shall surely pass. It tells me be still. This storm shall surely
Oh, look at that. I had a little delay on there.
Well, that was good timing. That was good timing.
I tried to play along with it at the very end just to see if that can work, but everybody says you can't really do that with Zoom. You have Jamkazam that will allow you to play together, but it is a clusterfuck, eh? But well, they'll figure it all out. And I'm watching more streaming where I'm seeing live. Maybe it wasn't totally live, you know, but they're really trying to find the right hybrid. Well, has everybody had a good time on the Blaincast? This was different. I didn't play a whole lot of songs. Did I do all the proper plugs? There is a PayPal me if you thought this was entertaining. And there's more to come because I've got the Campfire Cameo following me. And on that one, actually, this was about the 10th of the Campfire Cameos, and they're all up on YouTube in a playlist. You can see the link somewhere in my Facebook, or You could look it up on YouTube. In fact, if you went to youtube.com/thestringbuster, you could see it right away, and you could click the subscribe button. Apparently, I'm told if you get up to 1,000 subscribers, that the streets are paved with gold, that the money just falls out of the sky.
That's not going to happen.
I don't know. Maybe they were meaning like 18 million subscribers. But anyway, 1,000 is before you even see the trickle. We talked about the revenue stream. Well, this is more like the revenue trickle. So on the Campfire Cameo this time, you know, all these 10 of them, I don't ever use any tracks that we recorded. Joel, by the way, was there with his GoPro recording many of these. And I didn't ever use any of my tunes. I figure you hear enough of Brian Blaine already. The Campfire Cameo is for some of the people that came and guested with me. And so that's how it started. And this time, as I was going through the archives, I found it was Chris Caddell. Chris Caddell is playing guitar, and Jesse O'Brien on piano. And I think this time, for some reason, I had written a song. I had just written this song. I had bounced it off the guys, and I wasn't getting a great reaction. And yet I thought I'm going to play it in public anyway, at least once, and I did. And that I might have played it once or twice in public, and promptly forgot it, and now rediscovered it here. So it's a little bit, you might say, politically incorrect, which made me think, well, if I'm going to do one politically incorrect song, I'm going to lead in with another politically incorrect song. And this one, I don't think we were ever going to put this on the album, but I could make a country album. I got enough tunes I could actually put together a whole album of country flavored things, and this would be one of them. And maybe the sentiment would work with that market. It's called Arrested for Stealing a Kiss. And after this, we're going to drift into the Campfire. Hope you enjoy those tunes. Hope you were glad to discover a little bit more about the two fabulous musicians, Fraser and DeBolt. Hi, Allan, if you're out there watching, or maybe after the fact. I'm in love with a woman in uniform, but it's complicated courting a cop. When I made my big play, she pushed me away. I never thought it could come to this. Arrested for stealing a kiss. Well, I know things have changed and times are different, but I was never one to follow rules to the letter. The new sheriff in town has put me down. I never thought it could come to this. Arrested for stealing a kiss. I've done my share of clumsy flirting. Didn't realize who I was hurting. Made decisions in haste and questionable taste. But I never thought it could come to this. Arrested for stealing a kiss. I was arrested for stealing a kiss. Smack. That goes out to all the Blaine fans, the Blaine backers, the Blaine supporters, the Blaine team, the Blaine readers of the Blaine letter if they go to Blaineville at www.brianblaine.com. Now, over to the old mill in Toronto. The year was 2018, November, or the date will be there. And it was May. Look at that. Michelle on drums. Take it, Chris.
me do a couple of tunes that are, well, kind of political, I guess. Really? A little controversy?
Oh, the better the more controversy.
Well, I don't know what the more controversy the better, because the song I didn't bring tonight is called Arrested for Stealing a Kiss. You see my... tricky. Yeah, it's too soon. But I got a couple of others. And this one is called We've Done That Too. And I'm going to need words for that. Let's see if I can... This is a Jimmy Reed, you know? My whole blues life, I never played a... Everybody's asking about a Jimmy Reed. Now I got one. Are you one of those fanatics? Cause you look like you might lose it. You'd like to kill this infidel. You'd even outlaw music. We've done that too. We've done that too. Back in the Middle Ages, we were even worse than you. Stoning folks in public, because they had a different God. Deciding that we'll never spare the rod. We've done that too. We've done that too. Back in the Middle Ages, we were even worse than you. Behind you, make your daughter wear a veil, deciding who she'll marry, make her feel like she's in jail. We've done that too. We've done that too. Back in the Middle Ages, we were even worse than you. Send your best and brightest to give their lives for God. You worship them as martyrs. You put their pictures on the wall. We've done that too. We've done that too. Back in the Middle Ages, we were even worse than you. Thanks for it there, Chris. stoning folks in public because they have a different God, beating up your children and never spare the rod. We've done that too. We've done that too. Back in the Middle Ages, we were even worse than you. Alright, last verse. You might speed up evolution with your cell phones and TV, but you can't rush human nature. It evolves at its own speed. We've done that too.